It is a historic day in Washington where Supreme Court justices have heard arguments about removing former President Donald Trump from Colorado's primary ballot. Opponents say that Trump should be disqualified under the 14th Amendment for engaging in an insurrection. Trump's lawyers have said that the argument doesn't work because January 6th was not an insurrection and Trump did not participate. Our Marshall Zollinger is in Washington, D.C. today. Marshall, we don't have a ruling yet, but the arguments may give us a little bit of insight into how this could play out.
Yeah, of the 9 Supreme Court justices, a lot of them made argument questions about whether it was really an individual state's issue or something that Congress might need to consider in the future. Even the liberal justices made some of those questions and pointed questions and arguments toward the attorneys for the people trying to get Trump off the ballot in Colorado. Here at the Supreme Court, it was supposed to be an 80-minute hearing, which went, I think by my count, 2 hours and 14 minutes, which shows that the justices had a lot of questions to ask, that in some of the cases, the attorneys were not answering those questions directly. And then there was a lot in the center about whether or not this is one state, Colorado's right to make a decision that would impact all other states.
Well, I suppose this court would be saying something along the lines of that a state has the power to do it. But I guess I was asking you to go a little bit further and saying, why should that be the right rule? Why should a single state have the ability to make this determination, not only for their own citizens, but for the rest of the nation?
And that was Justice Elena Kagan asking that question, and ultimately it seemed from several of the justices that there was concern that if they were to affirm this decision and allow Colorado to remove Trump from the ballot, that other states would follow suit, but then other states wouldn't do that, and that you would have this mishmash throughout the country of decisions being made despite the Supreme Court making a decision, and this fear factor that it would then be used as retribution, that other states would find reasons to say this person's disqualified for the same reason you disqualified former President Trump, Anusha. We don't know when this decision will be handed down, but we know that Colorado's primary is March 5th. Ballots start going out in a week and a half, and so it's got to move pretty quick for people to have some sort of resolution.
Yeah, well, we are paying very, very close attention, Marshall, and we appreciate all of your work throughout the morning and into the day. We'll check back in with you in just a bit.